Matt, hey. What up?
Hey, Dave.
Why you look like you've had 55 beers, bro? Wait, not 50. You had 55 beers. You lost your job, and you found out your wife is cheating on you with your best friend. That's how you look right now.
Enter Bull.
Dude, you knew they was gonna beat the Pistons. What are you upset about? You knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah,
The
you're right.
Pistons.
I did.
Here's what I didn't know.
Boy, the Pistons' final little stretch of the third quarter there was just epic tanking. How many shots did they miss? And then fouled? And then a technical? I mean, they're not even trying to hide it.
That was some good Charles Smith stuff right there. That was Charles Smith getting blocked over and over again is what that was. Except nobody was blocking him. They were just missing a shot.
And, it's not an epic Bulls-Knicks playoff game. But
True. Very true. Dude, have you... Listen, I know you probably ain't seen this show. But this show called Invincible.
No.
Really need to watch. It's an animated show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's an animated. It makes me think about it because it was an animated like superhero show, but it's not. But it is. But you seen The Boys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's along them lines.
Okay.
It's even more bloody and violent. And it's insane. It's on Prime also. But dude, like the cast alone, you should watch it just for the cast. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's J.K. Simmons.
Love him.
It's Jillian Jacobs.
Like X-Files, Jillian Jacobs?
No, from Community.
Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Gillian Anderson.
Thank you. Oh, okay. So the chick from Community.
Yeah,
I always
from Community.
mix up their names.
Right. Seth Rogen. Sandra Oh. Who's the dude that was the star of Book of Mormon, the play?
Andrew Reynolds.
Your boy Walter Goggins is in it.
Dude.
Zachary Quito.
Who's that?
He played in the Star Trek movies. He played Spock.
Oh, okay.
Who's my man with Jason? I can never say his last name. It's like Jason Markartarkovich or something. But he has a big beard. He's a real funny dude.
Oh, Mantzoukas?
Yes, Jason Mantzoukas, Mahershala Ali.
Mantzoukas, Mahershala.
Dude. Oh, it's so good. Like it's
Is this Invincible?
Yes, Invincible.
What's it on?
It's on Prime.
Ooh, I have that.
Dude, watch it. It's so good. It's so good.
It's a television program, right?
It is a television program, correct? An animated television program. But it is so good. Like, wow.
What's it about?
I was shocked. I've never. It's about a superhero father who played by J.K. Simmons, who has a son played by Stephen Yen from The Walking Dead.
Oh, former.
Oh, there you go.
What? Understudy.
He plays his son who just discovers his powers. And
Oscar nominee.
Yes, Oscar nominee, correct. And when he discovers them, his father starts teaching him, but then he finds out stuff about his father that that is crazy.
Our episodes an hour?
Yeah, they're about 45 minutes. Yeah.
How many?
8.
Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, I'm in.
It's 8. It's right on it. Dude, it's so
my cousin was
crazy
about it.
Dude, yeah, your cousin's right. Like, it's crazy. I was up till 3 a.m. watching it. Like I said, let me watch just one and let me see. And then after I finished the first episode and saw the end of the first episode, dude, I watched like the next 5.
All right, I'm gonna watch that.
It's so good, man. Like, I can't say enough about it. And I'm not a guy who watches a lot of I watch animated shows, but I don't watch a ton of them. Like, C-Dub watches way more than I do.
It's animated?
It's animated.
Oh,
ain't that wild? Yeah, like, it's animated. But dude, I don't watch a lot of them. So if I'm telling you this about an animated show,
I know
take
you
it
don't
to the bank.
And speaking of Invincible, the Bulls tonight.
Hey, that's how you segue. You learning from Matt Peck over here.
I mean, Matt Peck has not been angry. He's just destroyed right now.
Oh, that's the word. That's the word. Yes,
he can't even. Like, they don't even deserve the energy for his anger.
No,
because like they're not worth that.
I've gone from angry to sad. You know, it's like watching a friend get himself addicted to heroin.
weren't
these
gonna get.
wins.
We weren't gonna
these
get the
wins
pick.
feel so good.
We probably weren't gonna get the pick, right?
Hey, Matt. C-Dub says he don't see us.
No,
Yeah,
Oh,
like us, like all three of us, because
Like all
we
three
did
of
our
us.
test before, and he said he had me.
he said I don't see
Uh-oh.
you guys. He
Ah!
guys is plural.
Karen's watching Remember the Titans. That movie slaps.
Great.
That's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. There's like 5,000 songs.
That's true. It is very
Like
yes.
Like
that's true.
every scene has 3 like song changes.
That's true. Who's your daddy?
Yeah. Gosling is like
Who's
the
your
loser.
daddy?
Ryan Gosling.
Faison is undefeated.
Gosling been getting away with it for a long time. That's my opinion.
I think so too.
I
Been getting
mean,
away with it.
speaking
I
of
think
getting
so
away
too,
with
man.
it, he got way too much playing time for that Remember the Titans squad.
Sunshine.
You remember he had to go to their coach and be like, "Hey, I suck. Bench me. Let Donald Faison play
Right.
instead."
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but Faison had bad attitude.
Can't have that attitude. What's up, Adam?
He walked out of that one game.
And regretted it ever since.
Yeah.
And they still went
So good.
undefeated. Ain't that wild? Like he still went undefeated. He clearly was the better player.
Dude,
Still
that
went
one white
undefeated.
guy. That one white guy who's the captain. He's
Yeah.
Tom Hanks to me. That guy should have been. He should have had Jesse Plemons' career. Like that guy. That guy should be. He's so good at Remember the Titans.
What happened? You mean the dude who played Gary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to him?
He
don't
was.
know.
He was in the Lady Killers next as like an idiot,
Okay.
and then he grew like he's like a Sons of Anarchy guy. Like
he was in the Lady Killers. Wow, you're absolutely right.
He plays like only bikers now.
What?
Yeah.
That's
It's,
weird.
it's like him and what's my man name from Friday Night Lights? He was also on Breaking Bad. Oh God, what's his name? I'm looking
Jesse
right at
Plemons.
his face. Jesse, it's like they switched.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
John,
what I said. I said
Yeah.
he should have Jesse Plemons' career.
Oh, I thought you said Tom Hanks. I'm sorry, I heard Tom
Oh
Hanks.
no, I did say
That's what
both.
it was.
To be fair.
Okay, I'm sorry. I heard Tom Hanks and I stopped.
Tom
there.
Hanks and Jesse Plemons are fairly interchangeable.
Correct. Fair enough.
Mr. Kirsten Dunst.
Fair enough. Wait, he's married to Kirsten Dunst?
Oh, super married.
Is that why
Wait.
they were in Fargo together?
Which one?
Plemons. Tom Hanks is married to Rita Wilson.
Wait, Clemens he's married to
I'm pretty sure Plemons.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes I mean, because they were
Isn't
in
she like
Fargo.
15 years older than him?
I think
Hey.
for a good time.
Well, good for her.
I typed in Jesse Plemons and it autofilled wife. And it's Kirsten Dunst.
Wow. Weird.
Oh, they're not married. They became engaged in 2017.
Oh.
Oh, so this was after Fargo.
So they have not. I don't know if they've officially. I think it's like a Sudeikis Olivia Wilde thing or something.
Oh, so they
That's,
got Fargo brought them together. That's
A
beautiful.
long engagement. He better not pull a Roy from The Office and just never make that final commitment.
Dude,
Let me tell you something, Roy. He did the right thing.
dude.
Let me tell you something. He did the right thing.
And it worked out. I love that episode with Roy where he's like an awesome dude.
Yeah,
Roy's
right.
wedding. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and he's like
Nice.
he's like successful and kind and
Like
nice.
started
and,
a gravel company.
yes, I love it. I thought it was so great.
Hey John, what's up with your boy Luca trying to stop Sexton?
Yeah, dude, he got
Yeah, I saw Luka got ejected tonight.
yeah, he got ejected.
He got for what?
He did dirty play. He hit his nuts.
I can't rock with that.
Yeah,
I can't
and he
rock with
goes
that.
and he was like, I didn't know where I was hitting. And we were just battling. I clearly hit him in the place I shouldn't hit him. Like he was like, it wasn't intentional.
So he gets suspended now, right?
No, you don't get suspended. He just got ejected.
Just an ejection. Okay, I thought
Yeah,
the technical.
I love it. I love hothead Luca. I hope he never changes. I'm all in on this kid who just like is like, I'm 22 and I have all my emotions.
Listen, I'm gonna need people to stop calling him, like a boy and stuff like this. Like, oh, Luca, soft boy. Like, no, bro, this dude is a technical away from being suspended.
I love it.
Like, I ain't going for that no more. Like, you give
You know
that
what, though?
nice boy attitude out of here.
You know what though? He's right. Like he gets fouled all the time.
He's punching people in the nuts, John. Like,
I know, he
no.
got ejected for that. He's not
No,
complaining
bro.
about that.
Mm-mm.
Zach
He
gets
owned
fouled all the time.
He owned up to it.
That's true. You can own up to it, yeah, but that's still you punch me in the nuts. You can own up to murdering somebody. You still murdered him. Like,
Oh,
You
come
punch me in the nut.
on.
You
Come
punching people in
on.
the nuts, bro. I ain't with that. I've never been cool with that. It's one of the reasons I'm not cool with Chris Paul because he's a nut puncher.
Oh, he is.
It's one of the reasons I like
He's
him.
a chronic nut puncher, too. He said it like on like 3 different occasions.
Exactly. On 3 different levels of school,
Yeah.
like high school, college, and pro.
How about this? If he does it again, then I'll be like, okay, you're right.
I don't know. I got to see it. You know what? I want to. Let me see it first, and then I'll tell you how I feel about it.
It's really like, he's really just like get off me type thing. Like it's
Okay.
like but it was like a punch.
Was he aiming for it? Like was he?
No, he's not even
looking.
He's not even looking at his direction. He's looking for the ball that he was on offense trying to get. He was in the post.
Okay, so if he just did it and it was incidental, like he wasn't trying to punch him there, then I can let that go. But if he was Chris Paul in it,
no, it wasn't
you're
like
gonna be upset.
lining it up like F-15, like
target in sight.
Yeah, it was like.
Okay, yeah, I'll see it though. I'll look
I'll
at
defend.
it.
You can't trust me. I'll always defend him. So don't try.
Yeah, I know. I know, John. We know.
He could murder, and I'd be like, I don't know, man. We don't know the other side.
We all have people in our lives like that.
Yeah, no, I just can't. I don't want him to change. I don't want him to change. They took away sex from Tiger Woods, and then he didn't win ever again. Like, I do not want this kid to change. Do exactly what you're doing. You don't need to change. Society needs to change.
Has anybody heard how he's doing? By the way, after his
He's cool.
recent car accident,
he's doing as well as somebody can do that. Got their leg crushed. I'll say that.
It's so funny when you say car accident, that's the a terrible car accident. That's the second car accident that comes to mind when I think
it's
of
the second Tiger car accident, right?
Yeah.
It's the more recent one,
2.0.
but everybody remembers the other one.
Yeah, 2.0.
Because that was the moment we learned that Tiger Woods had this crazy dark closet
wide open.
Nobody knew about.
Yeah,
with the 2 elevators in the basement, where a girl would leave and another girl would come down at the exact same time. Like,
boy, I had an appetite, man.
Like you're trying to get caught. Like,
yeah,
don't get married.
He didn't know no better, man. I keep telling you, he wasn't used to
I
it.
agree.
He wasn't used to getting women. Like, honestly,
he wasn't used to being around humans that weren't his dad screaming at him.
Yeah, but also, like, have you seen his documentary?
No.
Like, you should watch that. That kind of shows you why he was kind of like that. Well, and I'm not making excuses for him. I'm not. I'm just going off of what I saw in the documentary because I didn't know his father was like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like his pops was like, and he was around that.
And it's like, who do I got to learn from? I learned from you, Dad.
Yeah, I learned from you. I learned from watching you. Like, that's his hero. Like,
God, this Bulls team is incredible, and it makes no sense. They were so bad.
They had time to jail.
They look legitimately good. Green looks fantastic. Good. Like we have like a
nice,
like athletic.
They legitimately gelling. Yeah.
There was at the end of the third, there was about like a 5 like shot at the rim for the Pistons, and we blocked and rebounded. Like at the end, and it was like they couldn't score because our defense was so tenacious.
Yeah, we were talking about that when I came on and I saw Matt's face, and I told Matt he looked like he had 55 beers, he lost his job, and he found out his wife was cheating on him with his best friend. Like that's how he looked.
That was because he was his whole face too. Oh, that was.
And if your wife's best friend, none of those things. It's just the Bulls winning.
Just the Bulls winning made him look like
Bulls
this.
Winning and screwing themselves. Hey, thanks, Adam. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.
I mean, speaking of wild stories in the world of sports, this one's kind of a downer, but Big Dave, did you hear about Tariq Cohen's brother today?
Yeah, I did. I read about it about 30 minutes ago.
Awful.
I saw that. His twin brother was electrocuted and passed away. He was missing. I don't know when, but he was missing. They reported him missing on Saturday and found him on Sunday. And
then Tariq tweeted about it earlier this morning. And then they found him. They found the body at this electrical substation. And it was believed that he was climbing it and accidental electrocution.
Who's this?
Tariq Cohen.
The Bears running back Tariq Cohen, his twin brother was found dead today after electrocution.
Dang. I didn't know he was climbing. I didn't know that's what he was doing.
And then there was a follow-up. Wake County Sheriff said that North Carolina State Highway Patrol tried to initiate a traffic stop on Saturday, believed to be with a man believed to be Tyrell Cohen. The man fled the scene while evading law enforcement officials. Believe he climbed the fence of the substation while fleeing and electrocuted. Foul play is not suspected. No foul play suspected other than the fact that every black man in this country is afraid of cops. Gee, I wonder why.
Preach it, Matthew.
So sad.
That's tough, man. I mean, that's harsh. Electrocuted like your twin. I can't, man. That's tough, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. That's heartbreaking.
And it was weird. I saw a picture of Tariq and his brother Tyrell on one of these like posts, and I was like, "Wait, I thought it was twin brother," and forgot that there was a thing like
fraternal,
that aren't identical twins.
Yeah, it's like Giselle Bündchen's sister. You're like, oh god, poor woman.
I didn't even know Giselle was a twin.
See, she has a fraternal twin, and you're like,
are you serious?
Yeah. Look, Google her.
Oh,
really? Oh, and she's lovely, but she's when your twin sister
say no
Giselle.
More,
yeah, it goes by one name.
So it's like Brandon and Brenda Walsh on 90210.
Just like them. They're identical.
They were twins.
I know. I mean, the first case of intergendered identical twins.
Yeah, I mean, you could do much worse. That ain't bad at all.
Who? Bündchen?
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it's also like it's just in comparison of like.
I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Comparison's the thief of joy. Like
that's not a loss though. But I hear you compared to that. Yes. Yeah.
God, I cannot believe we're so. Wait, who we play on Tuesday? Hold on.
So we play Brooklyn, then we play Toronto, then we play Brooklyn again, and we finish with Milwaukee.
We're lucky they played Brooklyn twice.
We'll see what go against Brooklyn.
And Milwaukee's gonna be rested.
So this will put them 2.5 out.
If this result holds, then yes, after tonight they will be 2.5 back of Indiana.
Okay.
Dude, I hope that Village at Bedford Park sports thing never opens. I hope it just like for 25 years they're like coming like soon. Like I hope it. I love it. Icetown. Hope it never opens.
Hold on, guys. We need a couple more years. Guys.
Coming up soon. We're gonna ping pong tables. We gotta raise taxes again.
Oh my god, hilarious! Oh, they getting on them again. Where are? I guess they're not in the studio this time. Looking at the post game.
Yeah, it looks like they're in like the NBC building downtown, not the NBC Sports building.
Okay.
Doesn't that look like that same raised stage in the studio though?
Yeah, you might be right. But what happened to the rooms to go IKEA room?
Oh yeah,
the Rent-A-Center, the Aaron's Rent-A-Center.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, looks like a hot Panera. It looks like a dope Panera.
could be Blackhawks crew tonight.
Yeah.
Because Blackhawks are playing simultaneously. I think they actually already finished. So they're probably doing post game right now.
Did the Sox play today too?
They played earlier.
Yeah, earlier. Over the
Royals. First place.
Royale cheese.
Royale with cheese.
Oh.
One more minute,
you guys go to the Hawks game tomorrow?
That's gonna be fun.
Go to the UC, baby.
Hawks. What are they playing?
Dallas.
Wait, what are the Hawks doing anyway?
They were mathematically eliminated before the Bulls.
Oh wow!
Wow!
But just recently, just like a few days ago, and considering the expectations for that team this season, nearly missing the playoffs was a lot better than people thought they were going to
do. Has there been any update on what was going on with Jonathan
Taser?
Yeah.
No, and the fact that it's basically still just medical issue is making people really afraid that it's something really serious.
Because it's so crazy. Like they won't offer any update about anything about him. And it's like he's just out, guys. He's just out. It's like, damn,
Right.
like that's so I've never seen anything like this. Like where they just don't tell you anything for an entire year. Like I've never really seen that before.
Yeah. And I think because that dude has so much respect from not only his teammates, the organization, everybody, but also the media in this city and the fans in this city, that he was like, excuse medical absence, wish I could be playing out on the ice with my teammates, but I can't be, respect my privacy. And everybody was like, okay.
Okay. Yeah. I really want to know what's happening.
But like, that doesn't mean that I am not dying to know more because of course
you're a fan. You just want to know if he's all right. Like, honestly.
Are you going to get any fun snacks with you see it?
We'll see what they have available. I'm guessing concessions are limited, not non-existent, but limited compared to like the full United Center array.
Do you think you can get hot and readies at the Pistons arena?
You better be able to. Like, what are we doing if you can't?
Like, if you can't get smoothies at the Smoothie King, there's
right.
Yeah,
and I can tell you firsthand, you can get smoothies at the Smoothie King.
But I guess I can't get like a rocket mortgage at Cleveland or something.
Right.
Or can
you can't buy airline tickets at the United Center.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
true.
I can't. I lived in Chicago 8 years before I put it together that was the airline, and it wasn't just like Soldiers United. Okay, there's like a theme of like army stuff here, like America. Everything's named after America.
Right.
That's so funny. But I will tell you this: at the Smoothie King Center, do not eat the jambalaya.
Oh, I don't think it would ever come up.
I don't think I would ever order jambalaya from a stadium.
I know. I did. I did, and I found out the hard way.
It's so funny because it's across the street from like the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, and it's like the Smoothie King Center,
right? Because that's exactly right. Yeah. And in name and in stature, it's
Mercedes-Benz. Like Mercedes-Benz, like that's insane that they own an arena.
Yeah. Trust me, two.
Yeah, two big ones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when are we going to get a Tesla Center? Because you know what's going to happen.
You should only be able to own one. Like American Airlines has two arenas. Like that's stupid. Like you can't do that. Like pick a side.
Pick a side. Why don't they sell tickets at that?
When it was in the finals, American Airlines was like so happy.
It's a win-win. That's true.
Yeah,
and they did it twice.
Yeah, it's the only time we go.
When you play Miami, yeah,
they legally had to play Miami.
It's a win-win.
Wow,
nice layup.
That guy's good.
That dude Stewart can play.
He can play. He's real good.
He's gonna be nice.
Pistons always have these guys that are nice and like let them go.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Christian Wood, like they find these guys and then it's like they're gonna hold on to Sadiq Bey like grim death.
The Dogecoin Center is incoming.
Yeah, yeah, right. Didn't Dogecoin already like go down today or something?
Oh man, probably after watching his performance yesterday on SNL.
God.
Woo.
I missed
did
that.
Did not see it.
It was tough.
Man, I can't imagine. I don't watch when like Jim Carrey hosts. Like, I'm like, oh, it probably won't be that funny. And it's Jim Carrey, the funniest person in the world. And they can't figure out how to make Jim Carrey work on that show. Like
they did it last time. They just said, okay, what do you want to do? It just felt like that. Like they said, all right, Jim, what do you want to do?
Eddie Murphy was like the last one where they were just like, just go out there and be funny.
Just what do you want to do?
Yeah. We trust you.
We trust you, right? But this way,
heck, 10-point game.
I can't blame him.
10-point game, man.
Don't tease Peck. Why you got to do that to him?
Not getting my hopes up.
Well, when I said it, I thought it was going to be single digits. I did math wrong. I thought it changed too quick. So I was like, single digits. Oh.
Quick math.
Yeah. When you want this team to display their uncanny ability to cough up games,
They're world leaders.
They haven't been doing it.
Meanwhile, everyone else is tanking so well.
Dude, the Pistons are like, I think they're legit like trying to miss free throws tonight.
Yeah, they're point shaving.
They gotta be points. They are. Hold on. Wait. Never mind.
They could.
Okay. 11 of 20 from the free throw line.
They could just be bad because they're definitely that. They're not good.
Oh yeah,
at all. They don't need They don't need the help.
And Jeremy Grant late scratch tonight for reasons.
Reasons.
All things the Bulls could be doing. Look, guys, we just need to win out. We need the Pacers to lose 3 games. Then look at me.
Could happen, Matt. The positive knife. Let me stick it in.
Positive knife.
Oh, God damn you, Dave. Damn you and your positive attitude. Just wanted to sit here in misery on a Sunday evening.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have let me on here. Well, you'll feel better when you go watch Invincible and then just watch a bunch of people die. Like you'll feel much better.
Yeah, that sounds like something to cheer me up. Damn, Zach. Woo!
That's
Chris
an amazing shot.
Or Lakina said, aren't the Pistons missing like half their team? Yeah.
They are.
I think they had 8 guys on their injury report today.
Yes, it was something ridiculous like that. Yeah. Matt, don't you think Silver is going to sneak in a couple of extra, what's that say, ping pong balls for us if we win out?
No.
I'd like to think so, but
anything could happen, man.
But that's the point. There's just like a huge faction of this fan base who doesn't understand numbers. Accidentally winning 3 in a row. Woo!
Oh,
cool.
Wouldn't this be the awesome time for Zach to get his first ever 4-game winning streak? At the time that you want them to lose it all, and Zach finally just gets 4 in a row finally for the first time ever.
It'd be amazing.
What do you think the most games Zach has won in his career with a team? What do you think is the most number of
in a season?
In a season.
Do you know the answer?
Season. I do know the answer.
NBA or like
NBA,
college, high school?
No, just NBA.
Okay, just NBA?
Just NBA. 32.
32. What do you say, Matt?
I'll say 34.
Oh, 34. 31.
Oh, man.
God. Ugh.
This is the most he's gotten ever with the Bulls. The wins they have now. I believe he had 28 wins. This is all time for him.
Yeah, tonight this will make it 29.
Right.
Zenny gotta get just red Zenny, white Zenny, like
yes,
like just
it up.
I don't want to buy your product because you're so thoughtless.
Stop wearing white on the road.
Oh,
thank you.
No, it's the worst.
It's the worst thing ever. I love how I here's something to cheer you up, Matt. Denzel is at home and he's not even going to get in the game.
Yeah.
It's a homecoming. So just imagine he invited family members.
A scenario in which I would be okay with Denzel seeing the floor is if we are actively trying to lose. Because that would make sense.
I tried, guys. I tried. I even went Denzel on him.
Four more games, and we can
dominant win.
Denzel, goodbye.
Oh,
dominant win.
Oh yeah, dominant win against a third of the tanking Pistons. Really, really, really impressive stuff. Really, just so great.
Take care of business.
So great.
Took care of business, man. I'm
go to work.
See this net.
Time to work. Go to work. Take care of business. On to the next one. Let's go. We'll see you in Brooklyn. Let's go.
That's right.
Oh my
See you in
God.
Brooklyn, baby.
Why?
See you in Brooklyn.
Why are they doing this to me?
And Lakers are up on Phoenix.
What?
That one
Did they just
started,
start?
right?
Yeah, it's 13-4.
John.
I mean,
You gotta talk
unless
what it is.
speaking of the Smoothie King, at least the Pels pulled off a win tonight in their game, so they are still ahead of us in the Tankathon standings.
There you go. And they don't even have Zion.
Ugh. Now we
Smash.
need the Kongs to beat the Thunder tonight.
That'll happen.
I hate that I have to care about that. Oh, well, thanks for kind of watching the fourth quarter with us as the Bulls cruise over the Pistons. This is the Stretch 4. We are the Bulls Outcasts, Matt, Big Dave, and John. As a reminder, tips always welcome and appreciated, or join the show if you want to. Hit that hot mic button. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I did not pay attention to this game.
Okay.
I mean, I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't
But it was
invest in it.
It was like watching to have something on in the background while you're doing something else. That is the level that I watched this game because I knew how tonight's screenplay was gonna play out, and I knew it would just continue to aggravate me. But Dave, here you are, smiling, laughing.
Hey.
How are you feeling after this win?
Feeling great. I got on the shirt you got me and everything, man.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling
I got
good.
on my Horace Grant shirt.
Hey, John, what you rocking?
Deshaun Stevenson.
Hey. Well, yeah, man. Like,
shirt check.
Shirt check. Let's roll call.
Run with us.
Dude. All right. Yes. Bulls won their third in a row. Bulls won their third in a row here. Every time they go for four, they play some great team or something crazy happens and they don't do it. And looks like that's going to happen again because they're going to. But tonight's game, it was never in jeopardy. I think everybody knew that the Bulls were going to win this. Like you said, Detroit only had, 8 players suited up to play. So I don't think that anybody thought the Bulls weren't going to win. I just like the fact that they look like a real basketball team. I know this ain't the time that you want to see it, Matt, but I like the fact that they look like a real basketball team. Like, because when they would get these wins against Detroit earlier, it was like they kind of stumbled and fell into a victory. Where in this one, it just felt like that we're the better team. We're better than you, and we're going to go out here and we're going to show it. We're going to prove it. I mean, Vooch, 29 and 16. I believe they said the only people with more double-doubles since he's gotten to the Bulls are Russell Westbrook and Clint Capella. So that's really excellent company to be in. Zach LaVine get 30 points and 6 assists. I like the fact that he kind of let the game come to him. He didn't really start going off until like the second quarter and a little bit in the fourth when they needed it. When he started doing bad Zach LaVine stuff in that third quarter, like dribbling the ball off his foot and trying to force stuff, it's good to have an all-star like Vooch that you can just dump it down inside to and say, yo, go score. And then he'll go do it and say, oh, that was easy. That's easy to have. That's fun. Kobe White looking better, doing what Matt continues to say he's great at, which is true, which is catch and shoot. He's getting that and he's catching and he's shooting and he's scoring. Like that's the better part of it, that it's going in. So 21 points for him tonight. Thad Young with 11. Patrick Williams only 4 points. He only took 4 shots and stuff like that. But honestly, they didn't need it. But yeah, the starters carry the Bulls tonight. And that's been rare to say that your starters carried it. I'm talking about all of them, not just one player. But they all played team basketball tonight. And yeah, got a good victory.
John, do you feel any differently?
I mean, no, this is like so funny.
Look at your face. Look at y'all. Look at y'all, man.
So good tonight against the best
team. They look so good against a tanking team that sat half the roster.
No, I'm not saying they're good. I'm saying like they play like I'm saying like it's not only do we win, like it wasn't even a question.
Nope.
There was never even a moment where like they might lose this. This would be cool. Yeah, I mean, Zach LaVine is like I'm not the GM. I do not care. I get paid to play the game. I need to win. Everyone thinks I'm a loser. This is personal. Yeah. Like this is I cannot deal with this I can only deal with me. Like,
Right.
and there is a little bit of that I respect. Like, of like,
Oh,
when the players
absolutely.
are like, yeah,
I respect the hell out of that.
But it's frustrating because this is meaningless. We're not going to make anything.
Right.
All we're doing is
It's not the same. It's not the same as MJ,
Mm.
but it makes you think of MJ coming off the broken foot in his second season.
Yes.
And saying, like, to hell with the lottery. I want to win.
Yeah.
I want to make the playoffs. And I think that is the one thing about this that I can acknowledge and truly respect is that Zach LaVine and his teammates, nobody's going out there trying to lose. When that is being done, it is being orchestrated by management. Mm-hmm. And in some varying degrees, the coach who has, the commanding orders from management, putting out rosters, rotations, lineups, and game strategies that are essentially going to increase your odds of losing. John, you know this all too well because Rick Carlisle masterfully did it a couple of times.
He did it once. He said he'd do it once, and he did.
Right.
It.
Yeah.
But then he spoke to you, but I won't do it again.
And it's fairly easy to see when it's happening. And I was kind of wondering if it was happening here with Zach's extended, unexplained absence.
And Vooch, too.
And then a Vooch sore hip. And I was like, okay, if this is what we're doing and we've lost all these games, great, let's do it. Pack it in. We're done here. And then to see, well, here's our little 3-game winning streak before we officially miss the playoffs. Great. Grand, wonderful. No yelling.
Grand, great, grand, wonderful.
Here's the other side to the argument, I think, Matt, about tank, about not wanting to tank. I think of a team last year like Phoenix, who I saw go into the bubble and go undefeated. And I saw what that momentum brought to that team. Because they brought that right over in the next season. And it also made an all-star look at them and say, hey, these guys look good. I might want to go play with them. It made an all-time great want to go be on their team. I think that when you show the NBA that your team is good and it's the place that guys want to be, other players are looking at that. And also it does something for the guys that are here that you were trying to develop and, get to this point where they are right now. So it's good for the chemistry. I think of Zach LaVine and Nikola Jokic, who really honestly didn't have time to develop that chemistry because either Zach was always hurt or Vooch was off the court. But it's good for that kind of stuff because we've seen the development of 3 players in particular, the chemistry of Zach and Vooch and Kobe White. Like, since Kobe White's been put back in the starting lineup, he's averaging 18 and 6. Like, his development and fighting over the pick and rolls, which we cried about a lot this season from Kobe White. He's doing a lot this year. Like, his defense has actually gotten okay. You're like, all right, yeah, you can fight over pick and roll now. I just needed you to do little small things. They don't turn the ball over as often as they were. They were near the tops of the league at that. They had 5 turnovers in like the third quarter. Like, they're playing better and smarter in a way that I think will help them going into next season because of chemistry is what chemistry is concerned, instead of them just losing out. So I think of teams like that. I think of a team like Phoenix who won out and how good that helped them and what that did for that team's psyche going into next season.
That's an interesting point about the momentum that Phoenix took from that and brought into this season. Certainly adding an all NBA caliber point guard by the name
that don't hurt, right?
Help too.
Yeah, don't hurt at all.
But the other thing that I think I found interesting in your statement there, and John, I'm curious what you think, is that you were talking about the chemistry of Zach and Vooch and Kobe.
Yeah,
not just Zach and Vooch, but Zach and Vooch and Kobe. And we've seen a lot of Kobe White love on Bulls Twitter recently, and I'm happy for him that he's been playing better after he got put back in the starting lineup. And it's no secret, I was definitely a member of the Start Sato party for some time. And I'm glad to see Kobe playing this well. But John, to me, it still doesn't it doesn't change the fact that this team needs a different starting point guard. Do you see it that way?
100%. he is not the starting point guard, but he's also now contributing, and he's a little bit dangerous, and he can kind of come in and be kind of thought he could be a Lou Williams. Like Lou Williams wasn't a starting point guard, right. He's fantastic. Jamal Crawford really wasn't a starting point guard, he dropped 50 with 4 separate teams.
right.
And so we absolutely need a playmaker, and maybe we don't need a point guard. Maybe it's like Zion is the point guard for we got to figure out we got to figure out a way to play, and maybe it doesn't involve a traditional point guard. With Murray out, Jokic is not the point guard.
Right.
And so maybe I don't know, Vooch can't. He's not that good of a passer. He could be. I don't know why he isn't. But you're right. We do need a point guard. And that analogy that Big Dave said with the Suns, they went out and got a Hall of the thing they needed. A Hall of Fame point guard.
Yeah.
They got
for
Kelly Oubre, right?
right. For nothing. Yeah, I agree. I wasn't saying this since Kobe going in, that's your starter or anything like that. But I just think that chemistry is good, especially if it takes away the wonder if he's going to be the dude that's your 6th man off the bench in your backcourt. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not oh man, I don't know. Satoransky might still have a chance, to run that coming off the bench. I don't think that no more. You know what I mean? It's no, dude, we good. Give me Kobe right there at that spot. We're fine.
I don't see a future for Sato. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I agree.
And considering that this front office said it in simple, plain words, we are not done making changes, and they will probably continue to shake this roster up significantly this offseason. And he, along with that, are on partial guarantees. I mean, if one of those guys stays and one of them goes because they want to free up some money to play with, Sato being the one who goes makes way more sense if you realize, as Billy Donovan has, how important Thad Young is.
Don't you even talk about it.
Don't you say it.
John, how dare you?
Do not even say it.
Trading Thad Young.
6.8 points, 7 wins. At the time of the trade, we had less than 10 wins. You cannot even.
Every time I see him, I think about it. It just crumbles every time.
And I will say that people overwhelmingly felt that way.
Yeah.
And I don't fault them for it, really, because he was playing really well.
I kind of do, but
I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's insane, dog. To be that, and you know how sought after he was. He was the number 1 target among teams in the trade. They said he was the number 1 guy.
Sought after because he was. They could have gotten him.
Yeah, if they wanted to give it up, but they weren't that crazy. They're we'll give you a low 1st round pick, maybe a high 2nd or something. You know what I mean? For him, but like you said, 7 points a game. But yeah, he's great. He's been important for us and all that stuff. But this that untradeable that people were saying is what was really just really that. Okay, all right.
He is an 8th option on a good team.
On a good team, yes.
He is absolutely replaceable.
Yeah, it's true. He is. Man.
Chris said Kobe's a starting shooting guard on another team. Yeah, and
That's
John,
fair.
you've made that point before. It's Kobe's more of a shooting guard. We have a better one, and that's why it's just been awkward.
We have Zach.
Got Zach
right.
Levine, man.
Instant offense is not very good on D. Who's smooth,
Yeah.
Undersized.
The cowardly Lowry says if the Bulls run their offense through Vooch like Denver runs through Jokic, the Bulls don't need a traditional point guard.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair point because maybe you wouldn't call Jamal Murray a traditional point guard in some ways. He's definitely a scorer and a slasher,
True.
Facilitator. That's never been the highlight of his game, and now especially in his absence, running the offense through Joker. Bulls fans saw something not too different from that in one of the years where Derek was hurt and Joakim had his 4th MVP voting season where he played point center.
Dude, yeah, Joakim
and was amazing.
Amazing.
It's not an accident that it's Joakim and Jokic. That's not an accident. The 2 best passing centers of the last 20 years. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's also Jokic who's truly the best passer in the NBA. Of anyone. He's the best.
Hard to argue. It's tough, but I hear that point. But even to Jamal Murray ball handling skills.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
smart.
But
too.
just
They're real slick.
yeah,
and
that's
in
the
his
difference.
decision, in his brain.
Correct.
Yeah, like his brain's right.
Correct, John.
Yeah.
Correct. Those are the two big differences here when we're talking about Kobe White. Like, we understand they both shoot and they slash, but this dude's decision making and his ball handling is why he's at that level where you're like, why isn't this dude an all-star yet? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of the cowardly Lowry, our
Such
buddy
a great
C-Dub
name.
said,
Such a great name.
our buddy C-Dub said, it's interesting how Lowry just really doesn't matter anymore.
No.
I mean, like,
dude.
2 points,
do not-
7 rebounds.
I do not think of him anymore.
Yeah.
I have already
Wait.
I have packed his bags. I have signed his receipt. Like, he's done. I've signed his yearbook. You've graduated. Have fun in
Best of
college.
luck. Yeah.
I will not see you again. You will
Wow.
not come to reunions.
Dave, you said he had 2 points tonight?
7 rebounds. Yeah.
It's funny because you know how at the beginning I said, like, I watched tonight, but I was like white noise watching.
Yeah.
I remember Lowry scoring a bucket and being like, oh, that's a nice bucket. And that was his only bucket. Oh, God, that's too perfect.
Lowry.
I mean,
that was it. But here's even better, though, Matt. Here's even better. He was 1 for 2. He took 2 shots.
Man.
1 for 2 is Lowry, and and one of them was a 3.
I haven't made up my mind yet if I want him to go somewhere else and prove my belief in him to be right all these years, or if I would rather be proven wrong and admit that to myself, and his career goes nowhere.
You want the
guys know I hate being wrong and I love being right.
You hate being wrong, man.
But you also
hate
believe you also hate
so much.
You also hate when other parties benefit when you didn't get to, like, I think that would bother you too, of like, you'd be like, I think, however,
I've been terrified of that for 2 years now. The Bulls trading Lowry, or
I think you want that.
Not re-signing him and him going somewhere and getting really good.
Be free, baby bird. You're not my baby bird anymore. Like,
yeah.
He was a foster kid. He wasn't he wasn't a bird. Like, all you had to do was love him for the time he was in your house, and then go off. Like, you were a good caretaker there. Like, I think that's what you want. You don't want to see him fail.
Yeah, but he hates being wrong. like man,
but he's never wrong. But he's never wrong. He can handle it.
That's my point.
Wrong occasionally,
not often.
Not often.
Really?
Not often though. I would say.
Check Kendall Gill's Twitter feed.
Those aren't right and wrong.
Wrong about lots of things.
Those aren't right and wrongs. Those are just like opinions. That argument is essentially like, I love risotto. I hate risotto. Like, how could you not like risotto? Like, these aren't facts.
How can't you like risotto? Yeah.
These are just like, I like watching Derrick Rose. It's like, I'm glad he's over there. What? Like, it's not. No one's arguing if he's good or bad.
Yeah, you never said he was bad. That is very true. You never said Derrick was bad.
I'm glad he's free. And I think there was a lot of pressure on him at the time. Like, here.
Yeah, that's exactly how he said it. Absolutely true. And I agree with him. And I still agree. He was right.
It's just you guys argued green's the best color. I think it's blue. Like, and it's just gift.
Yeah.
Red and blue maker.
So guys, we got to play Brooklyn 2 more times.
Yes.
Including our next game up on Tuesday.
Yes.
They are 3 behind Philly and a half ahead of Milwaukee, who we also played in our season finale.
Holy smokes.
I think that there are still incentives for these, top 3 teams.
There are. Well, by Tuesday, yes, there are.
Where they are. If you're Brooklyn, maybe you try and, like, at the last second catch Philly for the number 1 overall seed in the East, and you certainly try and stave off Milwaukee to secure the 2 instead of the 3 seed. So it's not like Brooklyn is going to come into tomorrow's game and say, we got nothing to play for.
Right.
The Bulls, they're cute. We can let them beat us, not care.
Right.
I think if I'm Brooklyn, I'm trying to win that game. And that might be a nice wake-up call for all of the Bulls fans who have enjoyed this little 3-game winning streak. And a nice moment of redemption for moi when we get blown out by 20 or 30 to a good team in a couple of days.
Yeah, I think that the difference also with this, Matt, is the Bulls beat them the last time they played, and Kevin Durant was not there. So knowing that this game is important, and what's more important about what you said, it's that half game. I think what's more important than that 3-game lead. That half game, because you're really like, no, that's close. That's way too close. That 3-game might be a little insurmountable, but half a game, no, man, we still playing. We're trying to do something. And Kevin Durant trying to get his legs back and, get back into playoff form and shape. And like I said, coming off a loss that when the Bulls beat them when Zach wasn't even there. Like, yeah, I think all that is still kind of be in their minds when they take the floor against the Bulls on Tuesday in Brooklyn. So
Tuesday will be bad.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
The second game, they'll be resting.
Yeah, the second game would be different, I think. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulls won the second one. But the first one, they're going to be playing for something, like, serious. So they got to be ready. Yeah, they got to have all hands on deck on that one, man.
Well, we will see what happens then. Meanwhile, the Bulls tonight move 2.5 games back of Indiana for the 10th spot and now have 2 more wins and are 2 games behind Toronto.
He just sounds like he's got whiskey
in the draft lottery
in his veins. Like,
right,
if you got cut open, like James, like early times would show up. Like,
right.
This is water because I knew not
smart.
tonight. Because like one whiskey would turn into sad 8 whiskeys.
It would be you know yourself, where it's like this. I would drink for medication.
Right.
That's it. You can't self-medicate with a lot of booze on a Sunday night. I mean, you can.
You can.
It just doesn't make the start of your week go well.
Not in this economy. No way.
In this economy, I had avocado toast today, John. I can't afford both.
Oh, that's why you don't have a house. Our generation is just dumb. That's so funny. We don't want to be. It's funny how we don't want money. We're so dumb.
You know who else is dumb? The Bulls. On that note. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your weekends. Hope you enjoyed your Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yes.
John, Dave, happy Mother's Day to your moms.
My mom says hello. I saw her today. She said, make sure to tell the boys hello to you too.
Oh.
Teresa said that.
Back. Yeah. Check out the podcast, BAWL on Bulls podcast feed. Subscribe to the BAWL on Bulls YouTube channel. We'll see you for Bulls Nets on Tuesday. Peace out, y'all.